like to have this opportunity to welcome everybody to the players and parents' appreciation of the coaches of Bettendorf, 1989 Bettendorf's best bet football team. That's it.
Well, I'd like to thank all the coaches, especially Mr. Scott. As a phrase we all recognize is shoot and sprint. So thanks, Mr. Scott. You helped me out a lot. And thanks to all the other coaches too, and all the fans too.
I'd like to thank everybody here for the best time of my life. It's something I'll never forget. Thank you all.
First of all, I'd thank Dr. Hodum for all the D-bag specialty stuff he always taught us and everything. And I'd like to thank all the fans who supported us this year. And last year, I know the seniors remember it, like all the fans said that we were the team that was going to break the streak and that we couldn't accomplish what we accomplished. But our coaches taught us how to play with our heart and our pride, and we came out and accomplished what a lot of people thought that we weren't even going to be successful in. So I'd just like to thank the coaches again for the great times. Thanks.
I'd like to thank Coach LaBelle for one thing, for kicking me in the butt when I needed to be kicked in the butt. He did actually kick me in the butt. I'd like to thank Mr. Scott for all that he's done for us in the offensive line. You know, it's just one, you know, we don't get much credit for anything, but, you know, it just, you know, he thanks us, you know, when we need it, and he just, you know, he's a great coach. I just want to thank him.
I'd like to thank all the coaches, and I'd like to especially thank Mr. Freeman for teaching me everything I know, and it'll help me later in life.
I just want to thank the coaches for believing in all of us, even though some of us didn't think we could do what we did this season. I know I had doubts about myself, and you're always there when I needed you. That's it.
I guess I'd just like to thank, like everyone else, all the coaches and all the players on the team, all the seniors, juniors, and 2, 3 sophomores. You guys have given me the best year of my life. All the parents out there that wrote the notes and did all the conversations with the other kids. That's going to help us more than winning the football games. Thanks a lot.
I just like to say thanks to everybody for giving me the best year of my life, and the coaches especially taught us to believe in ourselves, and that's something we'll take with us for the rest of our lives. Thanks a lot.
From this world, I just know it. You may not know this, but there were other people that participated in every game, and they were the parents of the senior players and junior players and any other player that was there. We pretty much ran every play, and I know we were on every count. I was sitting next to someone who defended every down and felt every hit. And you don't know it, but many parents even throw up before games, and we have to call around, support each other, because it was a little high and a little anxious, and some of us couldn't even work for a couple days before each game, so I'm glad we kept our employment. Now we can go back and hit it very, very hard. Also in the stands, we defended the plays, the actions, the players, the coaches, and any other thing that needed to be defended in the stands. In our little section, we even defended keeping a seat. Somebody tried to take a seat from us. And all of us greatly appreciate what you've done. Jokingly, I think, and maybe not jokingly, many of us have 1 year high school eligibility left. Many of us just played freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and we keep telling Mr. Hodneck, you know, we got 1 year eligibility left. Can you play us? Can you use us? And he really ignores that, and I don't understand it, because we're in pretty good shape. We greatly appreciate the things that the coaching staff has done and honor the men and women that touch our most prized joys and our most prized loves and our most prized dreams, and those being our children. And so you mean an awful lot to us, because Those are our treasures. Yes, we're invested in our children, and we're also, because of that, very, very invested in you. So you've got to feel that, and you've got to know that. And because of this, I asked Keith Lovett if he would come and give the parent response to this celebration.
I'd like to start by apologizing for not being as well organized as Gary or as glib a speaker. He does an excellent job. I would first be remiss if I didn't express the parents' appreciation to Gary and Kathy Ulrich, who orchestrated all of this, who did a majority of the work, and who worked very hard to be sure that this was successful. It's almost time to eat, fellas. We have, all of the parents are here. They've made a contribution to this in a number of ways. All the parents are very interested in the program, very supportive of this program. I think the community is particularly supportive of this program. And we wanted to do something a little extra, a little special for the people who give the most support in all of the season. And that's the wives. The coaches' wives put up with the coaches being gone a long time. They put up with the things they have to go through in the season, and probably they put up with hearing things from some parents or fans in the stands that don't very well represent the community. So we wanted to do something for the wives, and we have a little token of appreciation for the wives. If I can, I'd like to start with Mrs. Hobnick. Come up, please. Mrs. Freeman, if you would, please. Thank you. Mrs. Hodem here? She's not here? Well, would you be Mrs. Hodem? Mrs. Lavelle, please. Mrs. Scott. And Mrs. Lasasso's not here, I understand.
No, here's her daughter.
Well, can we give it to her daughter? Can you take this, please? Give it to your mom. You give it to your mom? And we have one for Mrs. Speak as well, if somebody can see that she gets it. There are little gift certificates. We very much appreciate the coaches and their families and the support they give this community. And this was our effort to try and express, as the parents of a team, how much we appreciate it. Thank you all.
I guess if you believe in destiny, I guess if you believe in the odds or whatever you believe in, we're supposed to end one game shy of a third championship. You know, that's just the way it is. And if you believe in opportunity, we are to be so proud and excited about 36 wins and an 11-1 season. That's the way it is. Let's all take advantage of our accomplishments and leave behind the what-ifs now and the if-onlys and bury the mistakes, the illogical decisions, the disappointments, kill the arguments, and move ahead, enrich ourselves in the joy and celebration of a truly beautiful football season that has come to pass, that includes dedicated coaches, staff and administrators, players, cheerleaders, trainers, doctors, and parents. We all salute you, coaches and teachers, as teachers and counselors, as motivators, and from this time forth, we also salute you as dear friends. Thank you very much. You're all beautiful people.
On behalf of the coaches, I would like to thank the parents for, the meal here and the awards. And, usually if you go to work for a company, you have to work 30 years to get trophy like that, you know. We got one in 3 months, so we're really happy about that. And I know our coaching staff is very touched by this because, you know, it's really a unique thing, and we really appreciate your appreciation. And as you mentioned, 11-1 season, you know, you know, sometime you'll be looking back at this, and it was a real great year for everyone involved, and you'll look back at this and really value this football season. When I got the head job here, the superintendent told me, now all you got to do is beat Muscatine, North Scott, the games you're supposed to win, and everybody will be happy. So we kind of evolved now where we have to beat everybody in Iowa. I'm not real sure where we go from here, but it was a great season, and again, on behalf of the coaches, we would like to thank everyone, and you boys, you know, it's talk about coaches pushing you and keeping after you to accomplish. Just remember that we don't forget about you. We keep track of you when you're in college, and you know what job you're doing, and if you don't do good, we'll come after you. And now I'd like to thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coaches coming. It was really nice. I know several of you have to go to other engagements. We do want to continue with a very, very neat time of celebration together as we eat. And the way, I don't know how to do it, I guess the way it goes, we'll take the coaches, they can go through first so they have the opportunity to visit and do some things. So why don't we do this? When I get the signal, just start with this row and then keep moving back and keep moving back. Unfortunately, the back will be last. But you know what you ought to do? You ought to see if you can kind of squeeze in a little bit. You know, that's what everybody else does. So, see how it goes. So with that, have a beautiful celebration, and thank you all for a very nice afternoon.
He said he was going to the Sun's house. Oh, I see. His wife's oh, this is beautiful. You're beautiful too. It won't stop. That was great.
Those are really nice. I think I'll give that. Hi. Oh, my mice was stuck in place.
Zero in on that one.